I am Trill Will, LDBC or nothing. And let's let's make this thing to where I can use it. There we go. Mm. Come on in. Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. Three things I ask when I go live. Number one, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Number two, make sure you hit that like button so we can push this video into the algorithm. And number three, donate to the channel and all that good fun stuff. Y'all come on in. It's a lot of stuff going on today. A whole lot. I would start with the new governor of Virginia, Abigail Spanberger, which I liked her. I listened to her campaign when she campaigned for office. I listened to her and I really, really like her. See, this is what happens when you put a woman. This is what happens when you put a woman in place. What's up with the Freedom's March? Jesse, what's up, family? What's up, Justin? What's good, man? Everybody else, everyone else join on in. Okay, I'm gonna read this post because I got my trusty old iPad out, so I can read some news, and y'all can listen to some videos. Abigail Spanberger just signed a law ending the tax exemption status for the United Daughters of telling lies and shit about the Confederacy and the Civil War. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me say that again. The governor of Virginia just ended the tax exempt status of the United Confederate lying pieces of shit bitches of America, aka the United Daughters of Confederacy. Ended it. Ended it. Why they had a tax exempt status is beyond me. I do not fucking know. So you had a 501(c) status for going around and telling lies about how the Confederacy was so great and so wonderful and they were needed and they were heroes and all these other fucking lies and shit when the Confederacy was nothing but a bunch of losing ass traitors. Awesome. More to come. I hope she disbands the UDC and everything like it. The Klan, all of it. I hope she disbands all of it. Mm, mm. And just seeing all these white racists in the fucking comments just getting mad as fuck. Just getting mad as a bitch. They mad as fuck, bro. They mad as hell about it too. They mad about it, dog. They are mad. They are mad. When I tell y'all they are mad, they are upset. They are pitching a tizzy right now. They are mad. They are mad. They are mad. They are mad. They are mad.
These men are still
But listen to this. Listen to Joy Reid.
we don't have anything. And so what's happening as we sit there and watch, moisturized and calm and doing our thing, is that young white men are losing their shit because they're like, you said we're the only ones you want in the military. You want all the Negroes out. You want all the women out.
Hey,
You
Julie.
just want white men to be in the military, and now you want to do what with us? You want to send us to go die for Israel? So we're your shock troops to go do Bibi Netanyahu's wars? Oh, so it turns out all of this religious bullshit you've been feeding us was just so that you could use us and that you could poison our communities with your stupid AI that's taking our jobs and taking our opportunities. And look, at the end of the day, I'm sure most of these white men are still going to vote Republican because they're just acculturated to do it. But at least it's interesting to watch them wake the fuck up because they have been lied to all most of the time this country has existed. Young white men
Facts.
have been the key to getting really, really rich people to get over on everybody else. As long as
Yes.
young white men stay angry and they can have enough young white women to roll with them, the super rich, the Epstein class can rule this country. Because if white people ever paired up with non-white people and voted the way we vote, the Epstein class would never have another president, member of Congress, senator, governor. No, they wouldn't have a dog catcher because we all know what their racket is. It's a fucking grift, and we just sitting back waiting for the white folks to catch on. Because if
Right.
they roll with us, they couldn't rule you anymore, and they couldn't send you to war. We're just saying walk with us. But they stay so angry, and it's if
I love
Fox
Joy
does it,
Reid, by the way.
podcasts do it.
Can y'all
It's
hear
a
it? I
grit.
wonder, can y'all hear
So
it?
nothing we can. You and I cannot wake them up. Maybe Donald Trump pretended to be Jesus in an AI
Can y'all
picture
hear
to
it?
start to wake some of them up, but they have to. It's like a cult. You have to come out of it on your own. We can't. We can't help you because you have to decide that you've had enough and that you've been used and lied to enough that you're ready for something new. That these
See, that's my next thing. Do y'all know why I've been telling y'all for the longest time the most programmed and most lied to and most brainwashed demographic of people in this country are white, primarily white men? Do y'all know why I keep saying that? They keep using bigotry and racism to pull white men primarily. And you know where white men go, white women follow. Hey Brandon, what's up, man? And thank you for the gift. Um, y'all know where white men goes, white women are gonna follow. As long as they can control white men and they can continue them on that path of hating black people, immigrants, and anybody that's not white. As long as they can keep them hating people, as long as they can keep that hate alive, just like they did during the Confederacy, they can continue to steal money, send you to war, you die, and they fuck you over on your benefits if you survive it. Let me say that again for the ones in the back. As long as they can keep manipulating people like Franklin's dumbass into believing this bullshit fallacy about white supremacy and how being white somehow makes you superior over everybody else when it doesn't, when reality shows you it doesn't. There's nothing statistical to show you that white skin makes you smarter, faster, stronger than anybody on this planet. There's nothing. There's nothing. There's no scientific data that prove eugenics works. It doesn't. It was just some fucking cockamamie story that some dumbass white man cooked up just so he could keep y'all indoctrinated enough so that they can keep stealing from your stupid ass. But you too racist and stupid to see it. You're too racist and stupid to see it. That's the play. You saying you're colorblind is ignoring what I am. And that doesn't work for me. Saying I'm colorblind does not erase hundreds of years of bigotry, racism, and prejudice and all kind of bullshit that happened to black people in this country. Meanwhile, we've been the canary in the coal mine telling you stupid motherfuckers they're hustling you, and you don't care. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has systemically told y'all that he's gonna make America great again. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that. Here we go. What's up, family? Here we go. Hey, Donald Trump done told y'all motherfuckers that he's gonna make America great again. Everything's gonna be good for white people, and he was targeting white men. He was targeting y'all. He was targeting y'all because y'all easy to manipulate. It's easy to do. All he got to do is go to your apple pie. Immigrants, black people, brown people, Muslims. You can deem them as terrorists while, and you don't know the beautiful thing about God. God is the most impressive artist of all time. How time reveals all truth, like my brother Drew always says. Time reveals all truth, and a lie is nothing but a long way to the truth. How time has shown you that the ones y'all were calling the terrorists weren't the terrorists. They were the ones defending themselves. The ones attacking them were the fucking terrorists. The ones playing like they were the victims were the fucking terrorists. Hey Tay Tay, how you doing? They've been manipulating y'all. I think the mind trick on y'all has been so detrimental to your own successes, to your own prosperity, to your own like look, do y'all understand if white men stop being fucking racist? If white people, period, stop being fucking racist and listen to the canary in the coal mine and we all work the fucking together, do you know there will not be an Epstein class in America? There won't be billionaires and damn near trillionaires not paying federal taxes in this fucking country? Because I have a question for you. Since some of y'all like bootlicking for Donald Trump and these raggedy ass Republicans, can you take a guess how many corporations, wealthy corporations, paid federal taxes for the fiscal year 2025? Don't worry, I'll wait. You can Google it. I know the answer already. I'm just letting you know that. So, anybody in the chat, can y'all please tell me, inform me, how many of these wealthy corporations like Tesla or Palantir paid, how much they paid in federal taxes? Yes, we are the bad guys. Unfortunately. No, no, Justin. How much does Palantir and Tesla and how many corporations have actually paid federal taxes for last year, for 2025? Today is tax day, by the way. The last day to file your taxes is today. Nope, here we go. You're wrong. They paid zero in federal taxes, and 88 of the wealthiest companies in America paid zero in federal taxes. But guess how much they raked in profits? Over $130 billion. Google it. Google it. Google it. Google it. Google it. Now, do y'all see the play now? If they can keep y'all hating each other, Baby J, how you doing, Queen? I ain't seen you in a minute. If they can keep y'all fighting everybody else and thinking that everybody else is your fucking target, that you need hate in order for you to survive in this country, then I got another thing to tell you. I got a bridge in my backyard that I intend to sell you for $5 billion. You can come take it. First come, first serve. All they have to do is legitimately entice your bigotry in order for them to do exactly what they want to do with you. It never was black people that was your enemy. Never was. Never was the immigrants that were your enemies. Never was them. It wasn't them either. Statistically and data proven, they've never been your enemy. You know who's always been your enemy every time? The Epstein class, the billionaires, the elites, the 1%. That is your enemy. That is who's making your life hard. You know who sent all your jobs overseas so now you can't find work? Rich people. You know the reason why you can't afford health care for your sick and ailing children? Rich people again. You know the reason why gas prices are so high, why the cost of living is so high, but yet your income in your house ain't? Rich people again. I'll take rich people for 500, Alex. Rich people again. It wasn't those black people. It wasn't those immigrants. It was the same rich pompous white assholes that was literally telling you to hate everybody that you look at that don't look like you. They promised you wealth. They promised you prestige and prowess and status. They promised you all this shit, while not giving you a damn thing. Y'all haven't got shit yet. All those lynchings, those poor white men committed back in the day that they got away from by the hand of the law, that's the only power you ever had. That's the only power you've ever had. Murdering innocent people. And again, I ask, are we the bad guys? When I say we, is America the bad guys? My answer is still yes. My answer is still yes. My answer is a emphatic yes. All your money keeps going away. You keep going to the grocery store, spending hundreds of dollars just to survive. And the rich people are going to buy yachts. and they're getting to keep all their profits while not paying nothing in federal taxes. Why people like matter of fact, Palantir and Tesla paid zero in federal taxes. Google it. I guarantee you paid more in federal taxes than Elon Musk and Palantir and Peter Thiel. I guarantee you paid more in taxes than both of them put together. You pay more in federal taxes than both of them, and they're billionaires, and you're broke. You're broke. Not them. We're broke. How many times have you been to jail? Same amount of times your mama sucked my dick. That's how many times I've been to jail, bitch. Unlike you, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I've never been to jail. I don't have a criminal record, dumbass. I got college degrees and I got an honorable discharge from the military. You fucking retard. Just because you're a meth head fucking crack baby who breaks the law and steals shit all the time, don't lump me into the categories with your degenerate ass. I'm not with you. I'm not you. I'm a law abiding citizen. I pay my taxes and I follow the law. Whoops. Benny, I know you mad. You mad because you want me to be that stereotype that y'all love to cook up. And that's the reason why you keep getting fucked over by these fucking billionaires now. They keep fucking your stupid ass over, and you think those racist tropes are gonna work on me. They don't. I'm not your stereotype, homie. I'm better than your stereotype. You still are mad at the wrong fucking person. You don't even know me. The only thing you can do at best is make assumptions. And y'all know what happens when you make assumptions. The only thing you can do is make assumptions. And that's what you came here to do. Yeah, you came in here to make assumptions and get your ass embarrassed. Again, again, again. Y'all supposed to be the Christian family values, fiscally conservative bunch of motherfuckers, right? Now tell me this. Did y'all even watch Russ Vought go to the fucking house and talk to the oversight committee about that bullshit ass budget they want to pass for next year? Did y'all listen? Guarantee you didn't. Guarantee you didn't. You sure didn't. You didn't listen to nothing they said, did you? Of course you didn't. Cause you like this morons in here talking about foreskins. Again, you motherfuckers are weird. Y'all are weirdos. I don't care, be weird. Still ain't gonna change reality. Carpe diem, salute to you, Brody. Again, the most brainwashed, manipulated, and conned bunch of dumbasses are supposed to be the superior race. Let me run that back by y'all again. The ones who's supposed to be the superior race are the biggest mark who are getting conned by people like Donald Trump. Why he steals everything from you. He steals everything from you. Oh, I know, Frankie. I know. That's what they're here for. They're here trying to distract. But they ain't listening to the message. The moment that white America catches up to everybody else who's been screaming from the rooftops that the system is rigged against all of us, their intention is to keep us fighting and killing one another. Their intentions are for us to keep hating one another. They don't believe in God. They don't believe y'all. Have y'all read the Bible? Have y'all at least read the Bible like you claim you have? Because if you read the Bible clearly depicts everything it needs to talk about when it comes to rich people. In Proverbs, it says it's easier for you to fit a camel through an eye of a needle than a rich man to see the kingdom of God. There's a reason behind that. Okay, now Cole. Now compare that to what Trump is taking in his own pockets. Tell me, is that good? Y'all over here comparing crumbs to a 5-course meal. See, that's the problem with you small brain, smooth brain goofballs. Y'all keep looking at those little crumbs they keep feeding you on the table. That trickle down bullshit they keep telling y'all about. They keep telling y'all the same thing. Oh, yeah, look at your dividends. You got $200 more in your retirement. Yeah, meanwhile, Trump got $6 billion. $6 billion. Not million, $1 billion. Do you know how long it'll take you to spend $1 billion? Do you know how long it'll take you to spend $1 billion? This man literally gave y'all pennies while he's walking to the bank with billions of dollars, a $400 million plane. He took $10 billion of our money and put it in his alleged board of peace, which a couple weeks after he did that fucking grift, he started a war with Iran. So much for the board of peace, huh? And guess who's the chairman for life of that board? Donald Trump. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna keep giving y'all examples till y'all snap out of this bullshit wet dream that somehow Trump cares about your stupid ass. Oh, I tell you what. Since Trump is making America great again, then they remove all the black people out of the military. Then why are they sending y'all white asses over to fight Israel's war then? Tell me that one. And don't make my head hurt any more than it already is. How many IDF troops are in Iraq right now? Don't worry, I'll wait. Don't worry, I'll wait. I'll wait for y'all to tell me. How many IDF soldiers are in Iraq right now, are in Iran right now? 20,000? Where'd you get that from? There's not one single IDF soldier in Iran right now. How many IDF soldiers was in Iraq? And then don't tell me no bullshit answer because I was there twice. Thank you. Thank you. Zero. The answer is zero. How many IDF soldiers fought in Iraq? Another war that Bibi Netanyahu started in Israel in the IDF. How many? I didn't see a single IDF soldier the first both times I went to Iraq. I didn't see one. In both my combined missions, I was there for almost 2 years. Never seen one. Not one. And you can ask any of my boys, any one of my homies, BLTB, he was over in Iraq multiple times. He'll tell you he never seen an IDF soldier. I seen everybody else. You're talking to a United States Marine Corps sergeant, by the way. Just so you know. So I'm not your run-of-the-mill content creator with no kind of military experience. I did 8 years in the Marine Corps. Honorable discharge. Got out as a sergeant. Sergeant of Marines. Wear that honor, and that honor would go to me in my grave. I die with military honors. So yeah, there's that. Again, I'm gonna go back to my question. How many IDF soldiers were over in Iraq? Thrill Hill salute, bro. Hi, Christina. How are you? To avoid complicating the coalition of Middle East peace efforts. When the IDF and Israel was the biggest ones over there instigating fucking war in the Middle East, you come with that bullshit. That Zionist propagandist bullshit. Who told George Bush there was weapons of mass destruction in Iraq? Cole. I'm curious. Who gave bad intel to the President of the United States, George Bush, and told him there was weapons of mass destruction in Iraq? Don't worry, we going somewhere with this. Come on, Cole. Talk to me. Mossad and who? Who sat in our Senate chambers and told our senators and Congress people that Iraq is on the verge of creating a nuclear weapon in 2 weeks? It's on video, by the way. Just so you, before you walk yourself into this trap that I set for you, it's on video with Bibi Netanyahu saying multiple times there's weapons of mass destruction in Iraq or Iran. Same lie. Same lie. Same lie that they got us in Iran right now. Not even mentioning the fact that Donald Trump tore up the JCPOA. Do you even know, Cole? I'm gonna ask you another question. Do you know how much enriched uranium Iran had because of the JCPOA? Do you know? I want you to tell me. Talk to me like I'm a Trump supporter, like I don't have a brain that works. Come on, Cole. You're gonna make me go get my glasses because I can't see. You don't know? Okay, I'm gonna inform you then. They had 3.8%, 3.87% of enriched uranium, and they used that for power. Donald Trump said that wasn't a good enough deal and tore it up. Tore up Barack Obama's biggest fucking achievement when he was in office, the JCPOA. He brought the Middle East essentially all together. All the shit has all the Epstein files, Donald Trump, Bibi Netanyahu, the IDF, Mossad, all of them are all in this big bowl of fuck shit together. Let me tell you how Trump ties into this shit. Who is Ghislaine Maxwell's dad? And I said this, I think, last night. Jamal Khashoggi. Do you remember him? He was the journalist that worked for the Washington Post that was killed in Saudi Arabia. He was hacked up with a bone saw. Do you know who his father was? His name was Adnan Khashoggi. And he worked and he had close ties with the Mossad and the IDF. Guess who he was best friends with? Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Robert Maxwell. They were best friends. Matter of fact, Donald Trump bought a boat from Ghislaine Maxwell's dad and named it the Trump Princess. Don't believe me? Google the information, sir. Google it. Google is your friend, bud. Google it. Google saves you from being stupid. Google. Look it up. Matter of fact, duck, go it. Bing it. Detroit, what's up, family? Y'all gonna make me go get my glasses because it's hard. I can't see. Donald Trump is such a narcissist and such a racist that Barack Obama's biggest accomplishment, he had to end it. So he tore up the JCPOA, which put in motion the events that we see today. Higher gas prices, Donald Trump getting made to look like the weak, pathetic bitch that we all know he is. Because you know what he did when he tried to create a blockade in the Strait of Hormuz? You know what Xi Jinping said today? Xi Jinping said the Strait of Hormuz is open for China. You will not interfere in our fucking business, bitch, or you're gonna fuck around and find the fuck out some more. You think Iraq put belt to ass when they whooped your motherfucking ass? Fuck with us and see what happens. Don't worry, buddy. Oh, it gets deeper. It gets a lot deeper. Mm, 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 mm. It gets deeper. That trench of bullshit is deep, my friend. It's deep. He was killed in Turkey. Yeah, he's killed in Turkey. My bad. At the Saudi embassy. Yeah, you're right. Under MBS's orders. But Donald Trump said MBS did nothing wrong. That's what he said when he brought him to the White House, didn't it? Nicole, how you doing, Queen? Yes, Jamal Khashoggi was a journalist. He worked in America. He was killed. His father was friends with the Mossad. His father was also friends with Ghislaine Maxwell's dad, Robert Maxwell. All of this shit works together. This is the reason why we're at war now, because if those Epstein files are ever exposed, boy, what a time. What a time to be alive. And y'all keep thinking that Donald Trump cares about your measly broke asses. I don't understand white America. I really don't. I don't understand. I'm trying to tell y'all some shit that I know. I'm trying to tell y'all some shit because I see the play right there in front of your face. They're gonna hone in on your inner bigotry. They're gonna hone in on your prejudice. They're gonna hone in on your ignorance. They're gonna hone in on the educational system they tore up in front of you. They're gonna hone in on that shit. They want you to be stupid. They need you to be stupid. They need you to be dumb so they can carry out stealing and stripping and selling every part of America while screaming America first. Yep. Y'all don't see the play? Russ Volt, who's the OMB secretary, proposed a bill that steals more money from your health care, steals more money from programs that help working Americans, which would be us. They're stealing money from all of us. Trump is trying to build a 250-foot dumbass statue we don't fucking need while we're out here struggling, while gas prices are through the roof, while his illegal tariffs are raining hell on every household in America. And you stupid motherfuckers are still in here chanting about race and white supremacy like that's going to get you somewhere. Y'all didn't learn from Alex Pretty and Renee Good that your color means nothing to these people? When you interfere with their fucking tactics or their strategy, if you interfere with their plan, you are expendable. Renee Good didn't try to kill anybody, but she was murdered. Alex Pretty was trying to help a woman who was being abused by the frozen water people. They were both called domestic terrorists on national TV by the Secretary of Homeland Security and the Border Patrol guy, the little fucking midget, Greg Bovino. Y'all don't see the play? Y'all don't see the play? Y'all don't see the play? Look at this goofball in here trying to defend the indefensible. So you mean to tell me her turning her wheel that way when the cop was standing beside her car is turning in front of him? You're a fucking moron. She was murdered. She was murdered. She was murdered. See, I told y'all. Y'all seeing examples of the brainwashing right here in my chat. AB in the super chat with that two-piece. Salute to you and thank you. Thank you very much. Salute to you. Pocket is a bootlicking fucking piece of shit who wants to be brainwashed and continue to be brainwashed. There's millions of others just like him. No, you got the numbers wrong, Cole. The top 1% controls 60% of the wealth in America. The top 1% controls 60% of the wealth in America. So you know. That is some wild shit. The richest country in the world can't afford health care for its citizens. Can't pay a livable wage. Can't provide infrastructure that's worth a fuck. Meanwhile, we're being taxed on everything. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get my glasses. I need my glasses. Hold on. There we go. Now that's a lot better. A lot better. Now I can see y'all. Now I can see y'all now. Yeah, now I am good. Now I can see you. Lewis Hinton, roll tide, family. Roll tide, roll. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Think y'all want to listen to this? All you Christians and shit. Listen to this.
Go lead your church.
Hold on, listen to this.
10 Commandments in public schools is telling the Pope to stay out of politics.
Your reaction to Donald Trump's comments on the Pope over the weekend?
I've obviously the Pope needs to keep his business into leading his flock, so to speak, leading the church, and probably stay out of the political arena. He doesn't need to be getting involved in the political arena. Go lead your church, but stay out of the politics. A sitting United States congressman telling the Pope to go lead his church and stay out of politics. This is the same movement that passed abortion bans in God's name, that hung the 10 Commandments on classroom walls, that calls America a Christian nation literally every fucking election cycle. But it gets worse because our own Secretary of Defense has been using religion to justify the Iran war. So the Pope criticized exactly that, saying Jesus cannot be used to justify this war. Trump's response? Called the Pope weak on crime. They don't want religion in politics. They want their version of religion in politics, the kind that bans abortion and blesses border walls. The minute the church,
Hey, that's the point, Frankie. I want to educate as many people as I can.
guy from Chicago who doesn't know what he's talking about.
I want to keep. I want to stay on the trend of educating as many people as I can. That's the point. I want people to start doing their own research. Stop listening to fucking billionaire media, because that's who runs it now. Israel has free healthcare. Look, JD Vance said at the University of Georgia, where I'm from, by the way, said at the University of Georgia yesterday that they are so glad that they stopped giving weapons to Ukraine. And someone in the crowd asked JD Vance, what about those other people that are bombing kids in Gaza? He had nothing to say about that. Yep, David. Exactly. 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 Look at Angelo. Think he a comedian. Timu Brandon Johnson. I'm not trying to be anybody. I'm me. You just a hater. And you just came here just to get yourself laughed out of the fucking building because you're a fucking idiot. But oh well. Oh well. Again, once again. Tupac said they got money for war but can't feed the poor. Which would be absolutely right. Because meanwhile, while you struggling to pay your fucking bills, Trump on his way right on back to go play golf this weekend. Playing golf while you struggle. Yep, Detroit, you are absolutely right. And if I was in my computer, I would show y'all the bum he is talking about.
Couple month sentences, 50-month sentences, 12-month sentences. There are people, great people. I want y'all to know that man that burned out that warehouse the other day is facing a life sentence. And there are people that are breaking your
Rapture Ready, thank
the
you
kids
so much for the cat ear.
that are getting
I appreciate you.
12-month sentences. There are people, great your kids, your people running your government, great your kids, ain't seen the court day, ain't seen the live the courts. Okay, your country is telling you at this moment in time. I want y'all to pay attention. Pay attention. What I'm about to say. This will motivate. That toilet paper is worth more than your children. Toilet paper worth more than the kids. There is more justice being sought and given to toilet paper. Okay, shit you wipe your ass with, you wipe shit with. Okay, is worth more in this country than your fucking kid.
Man, Billy Kid, facts. Y'all wanna know something wild? The guy who burned down that toilet paper factory, which I think was an inside job, but oh well, that's just me. I don't want to get into conspiracy theories, but they charged him with arson. But can y'all name how many people have been formally charged from raping and sexually assaulting little kids in the Epstein files? And I want y'all to listen to something else. Fox News on yesterday were doing a discussion about birth rates in America. And they said young women between the ages of 15 and 19 are not having kids. Let me say that again. Let me get the ones in the back. Fox Propaganda had a section on their news story yesterday where they were talking about the birth rates in America falling. And they said that young women ages 15 to 19 years old weren't having kids. Let me make something abundantly clear. Any female that is 15 to 19 years old ain't a young woman. She is a little girl. She is a child. That is a baby. I'm online every other day. I just happen to be on vacation up there. Today's normally my off day, so I'm normally on live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I don't give a fuck what you believe. I don't give a damn if you believe in God. I don't care if you're an atheist. I don't care if you're Catholic, Jew. I don't give a fuck what religion you claim. I do not care. If you think that a 15-year-old is a young woman, may you burn in the lowest pits of hell and brimstone for eternity. Sabri, we're spending $2 billion a day on this war. 2 billion. 2. 1, 2. Babies having babies. These motherfuckers want kids to get raped. Oh, did y'all hear about the other Jazz Sixer that got caught up with child rape? Yeah. Donald Trump said they were making America great again. Yeah. That makes 3 since March that have been caught with either child sex material, sexually assaulting a child, or raping a child outright. 3. They spend $2 billion a day getting their ass kicked by Iran. And Donald Trump coming on TV and lying to y'all about it. Ain't y'all tired yet? Y'all tired? Because I am. Yeah, Cole, it's scary. It is, but it ain't that baby's going to war. It's you. It's you. It's your kids. It's mine. It's our children. Our children going to war, not them. That's why in December, they're going to automatically put your kids in a fucking draft. That's why. Cole, I'm not here. I want you to understand something, Cole. I'm not just targeting you just to be targeting you. I am rooting out ignorance because you've been told something that's not true. And with the amount of people who come in here who don't know what the fuck they're talking about and want to insult my intelligence, like I haven't been studying this shit, I just have to be a little bit brash, if that makes sense. But I do apologize if I did come off brash towards you, and you're only here wanting to learn, and I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. I appreciate it. Don't you look cute?
No. Yes.
What?
Thank you. Yeah.
I want more people to start educating themselves. I want more people to be like me. I want more people to research, look up articles that's outside of America. I want people to start going to your House of Representatives. Look up what your congressmen and congresswomen and your senators, what are they all doing? What are they doing for you? I'm voting against my senator. And when the other one comes up for a re-election, I'm voting him out too. They consistently, they told y'all that lie that if you don't want black people to find out something, put it in a book. No, they were lying to you. If you don't want Americans finding out the truth, put it in a book. If they don't want Americans finding out the truth, put it in legislature. Put it on congress.gov. You won't look it up. You won't see who's out here voting against your own self-interest. You won't see who's voting against you having a better way of life. You won't see it. You won't see it. You won't even see it coming. You sure won't. You won't see it coming. Nope. You won't know. Just like Russ Vought was in the on Capitol Hill today, getting his ass beat. And shout out to Representative McGavran, who put belt to ass in 5 minutes. And I was so impressed listening to him read off all this shit that these bastards are trying to steal from everyday working Americans, as if we're not suffering enough. We're all suffering. Every one of us. I don't care what color you are. We're all suffering. That's one thing that's statistically true. That's one thing that you can't deny, no matter how much of a bigot, racist piece of shit you may be. I don't care if you're Trump, all gung-ho, if you triple Trump and you voted for him all 3 times. I don't give a fuck about none of that. What I care about is the fact that we're all suffering from the same shit together. All of us are. All of us. Meanwhile, the company that wants to spy on every aspect of your life, Palantir, don't have to pay federal taxes. Tesla, no federal taxes. Elon Musk can rig elections, give out $1 million checks, trying to rig elections. Have his fucking satellites in all the swing states, and they suddenly blow up for God only knows the reason, because they stole the election. But he can do all this shit, and y'all do not care. Ain't nobody breathe a word of what happened. Meanwhile, He don't have to pay a dime in federal taxes, but you do. Oh, it's $5 here. It's $5 here. I know she didn't lose. I know she didn't lose, David. I know she didn't. You ain't hear a fucking word. Donald Trump didn't utter one word about the 2024 election, but he's still talking about the 2020 elections. Don't y'all find that weird? If the elections were rigged like Donald Trump claimed, he would be complaining about the 2024 election too, wouldn't he? Oh, it's rigged. It's only rigged when he loses. Yes, Frankie, that's the point. People are way too complacent and too fucking comfortable, thinking all this shit is normal. This shit is not normal at all. This shit ain't normal at all. It's not. It's not normal at all. There's nothing normal about none of this. Nothing. Oh, I done heard all the talks about Sleepy Joe Biden this, sleep. Oh, the economy was so trash under Sleepy Joe, blah, 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 blah. I done heard all the lies. I done heard it all. I done heard it all. I done heard it all. Like Sunshine Anderson said, heard it all before. Them lies ain't working now. We're waking up. I'm waiting on the ones who in majority voted for Donald Trump. I'm waiting on them to wake up. Yep. Rapture, that is absolutely correct. He is talking about bombing Iran for a long time. Hey, matter of fact, I tell you what, Rapture, this is gonna be funny. Dave Chappelle is one of my favorite comics. He's one of my favorite comics. One of my favorite comics. One of my favorite. He did a skit called Black Bush. Black Bush is eerily similar to what Donald Trump is. Oh yeah, Donald Trump already has a trail of evidence out here. Millie Mill, what's up, family? Mare, how are you? Mm, 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 mm. I'm still tripping over Abigail Spanberger though. I'm still tripping. I gotta pinch myself. You mean to tell me it took a woman to have enough fucking courage and a spine to get rid of the Daughters of Confederacy who've been telling fucking lies, and who's the reason behind why everybody romanticizes the Ku Klux Klan and the fucking Confederacy when they were nothing but a bunch of fucking traitors who lost, who got their ass kicked by the people who they enslaved? Wow. 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 She took it. Who were the Daughters of the Confederacy? They were the reason why. What was that movie name that the president played in the White House that romanticizes the Confederacy and try to portray black people as the violent people? This is why the world thinks black people are violent and all this other shit because of them. The Daughters of the Confederacy had lied about the Confederacy for forever and a day, for over a century. Yeah, they're still in existence today in Virginia. The governor of Virginia today just canceled their fucking tax exempt status. Birth of a Nation, yes. Birth of the Nation is the reason. The Daughters of the Confederacy are the reason for the birth of the nation. They're the reason why your history books lie. That's the reason why history in America is nothing but a bunch of whitewashed lies. The Epstein Queen, yes. Sure is. Sure is. The Epstein Queen, Melania. Yep. They're powerful, and that's where the Moms for Liberty, like, that's where they come from. They come from the same cloth. They're from the same ilk as the Daughters of the Confederacy. They still got the same premise. Rewrite history, whitewash it, make it as desensitize Americans to the violence they committed against other human beings and bodies, and then lie about it. Lie about it. That's who the Daughters of the Confederacy is. They pretty much ran cover for lying about the Confederacy and the point of the Confederacy. They're the reason why most of these races, when you talk about the Confederate flag and all this other shit, even though that wasn't the flag that they flew, the battle flag that flew during the Confederacy, that's the reason why they say it's for heritage. Even though history shows it was hate. That's why they say, well, the Civil War is fought for states' rights. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was built off racism. It was built off racism. It was built off racism. If y'all haven't seen yet, y'all need to watch the new Lego video that Iran dropped today. It's pretty powerful. It shows the industrial the military industrial complex in full 4K. Even a kid can understand it. It shows all the military actions that the United States had committed against the world, how we dropped bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, big boy and little boy, how they started a war with Iraq, how the war with Iraq continued, how they started wars with Iran, how they overthrew their fucking Shia. That's the reason why they screamed death to America. Because America has been interfering in their elections for a long fucking time. Donald Trump told that lie about a 47-year war. Find the fucking proof of it. It's not a 47-year war. He only said 47-year war because he's a 47 president. And I will give y'all a spoiler. At the end of the video, it had a pretty good message. It had a pretty good message. It had a message that said, in the end, empires fall, true civilization. It says empires fall, but true civilizations endure. You support Trump, fuck Trump. And if you support Trump, fuck you too. Do I support Trump? Does your mama smoke crack? K-Cell, what's up, family? Y'all, look at these fucking morons, dog. Look at them. They coming in here to distract. These are bots, people. Don't pay them no mind. Block them. Block them. Block them. These people serve no purpose but to come in here and interfere with what we're talking about. Once again, that's how propaganda works. As long as they can keep y'all indoctrinated, believing the bullshit and lies, they can keep stealing money from all of us. And there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Except be mad. Y'all want to know something wild? K-Cell, what's up, family? Y'all want to know something really, really wild though? Like my brother Drew Titan always says, time reveals all truth, and a lie is a long way to the truth. Let me say that one more time. Time reveals all truth, but a lie is a long way to the truth. Notice that the entire world sees Israel for what it really is now. Hey, Frankie, I salute you. Come back. Come back. Julie, I understand. I understand. And y'all want me, I'm gonna tell y'all something very, very powerful that I seen. I seen two videos, and it's gonna sound weird. I seen two videos. One was at a zoo where black people were all watching this exhibit with some gorillas, and they were outside, and the black people had started running, so the gorilla comes over to the plexiglass, the glass, and they start interacting with each other, and they start dancing, and it was so powerful. And then I seen all the racist comments. Then I seen this little black girl playing with a sea lion, running back and forth. But that lion followed that baby back and forth, but it was so beautiful. Then I went to the comments. And guess who was in the comments with nothing but hate? Guess. Wasn't black people. Was not black people at all. Was not black people at all. Wasn't black people at all. Wasn't. That wasn't that. Yep. But it reminded me of something. No matter how many racists, no matter how many racists say anything dumb or stupid or racist or bigoted, it still doesn't take away from the power of animals recognizing good energy. And we all should have that as well. We all should have that kind of mentality as well, no matter what these races say. No matter what. No matter what. Because you know what? Animals can read energy. Animals can read energy really, really good. You know what else I've heard and I learned? Chaz, thank you for the sparkles. Something else I've been following too. Like this trend, these young people. And I love being black. I'll go ahead and tell y'all that now. I love being black. And I see this trend going about you the birthday. That means you're all that in a bag of chips. My daughter told me. So I cheated kind of. I kind of cheated. My daughter told me what it meant. And then I seen all these videos on TikTok of all the angry white people. And then I seen this one comment that said, "You're the saxophones." And I was wait a minute, you the saxophones? Then I got to scrolling down. And I seen that Toyota, that red Toyota from Boys in the Hood. Ricky! Y'all remember the saxophones that were playing? Now you know. So now I don't feel old. Now I don't feel old. Yep, when you hear those saxophones, oh, you know something bad is on the horizon. Something is afoot. Listen what they say. Something is afoot. Hmm. Wow. I'm telling y'all, maybe, and y'all follow me here, maybe this timeline is meant to happen. for the world to finally see peace. Hey, salute to you, Mahari. I'm telling y'all, maybe this timeline needed to happen. Because you know what happened? What's happening now? A great awakening is taking place in a lot of people. And people are starting to see those people they shared workspaces, churches, public spaces, even family members. You're starting to see how sadistic their hearts really are. I can't tell y'all how many family members I've cut off because of this administration. I can't tell y'all. I can't tell y'all, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't regret not a single one. I don't. Like, I don't just do this shit on the internet. I want y'all to understand this. I don't do this just for clicks, views, and likes and subscribers on YouTube. I do this shit because I live this shit. I gotta live in this black body all day long. I gotta live in this black body. I gotta live in a country that for 246 years enslaved my people. I gotta live in the same country that used 99 years of Jim Crow to keep my people held down to the lowest point of the totem pole. I gotta live in the same country that for 86 years, public lynchings happened and thousands of racist, bigoted white people stood around with smiles on their face, cutting pieces off the body, setting bodies on fire, cutting their fingers off, castrating people, cutting babies from women's stomach like Mary Turner. In the same country that from 1954 to 1968 fought against black people having civil fucking rights. And even now, in 2026, I live in the same country that I have white people who will see a cop choke out Eric Garner and say it was his fault. That would shoot bullets into the chest of Alton Sterling and say it was his fault. Who would listen to a tape of George Zimmerman stalking a 17-year-old boy coming home from a store to get his brother some candy, some Skittles, and himself an Arizona tea. And you justify that murder saying that George Zimmerman defended himself. While simultaneously, he monetizes that and sells the gun he used to kill that 17-year-old kid. I gotta live in a country where people looked at Ahmaud Arbery being chased down by 3 fucking Klansmen and murdered in the street like a dog and tried to show some grace and sympathy to the ones who murdered him and demonize the man who was murdered. I live in the same country where Sandra Bland was stopped allegedly for a broken tail light and she ended up not coming out of jail on her own 2 feet. I live in the same country where Sonia Massey called the police for help. They come to her house, and because she says, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," while standing by her stove, she got her head blown off in her kitchen calling for help. I live in the same country where Botham John sat in his apartment and some drunk police officer scurries her monkey ass way into his apartment and murders him and she's getting leniency from the law. Yep, I seen that. I seen that. I seen that too. I seen that. I live in the same country where on the biggest world stage, which is the UN, the country that I gave 8 years of my fucking life to, tell me to my face that the enslavement, torture, rape, murder, and killing of my people who were stolen from their land, who didn't ask to come here, was not a travesty at all. It was protected by the laws that they passed. I live in a country where people tell me all the time black people are always being victims, while they simultaneously ignore years, years, and years of discriminatory laws, practices. I can find pictures of white people screaming in anger because babies are going to school looking for an education. Can't find no black people there, but we're the most violent though. I can find videos of those same white people arguing like we're not human. I can go and find precedent, court precedent. Dred Scott in particular, 1858, the Dred Scott decision that says me as a black man with the same working parts that you as a white person have the same heart does the same thing. My heart does the same thing yours does. My lungs do the same thing yours. My eyes do the same thing yours. Even though my eyes are a little fucked up, my brain does the same thing. My ears do the same thing. We pretty much, the only difference between you and I is the color of my skin, and I didn't pick it. God chose it for me, and I don't regret his decision whatsoever. But you have a constitutional precedent that said I am 3/5 of a human fucking being, even though there's nothing that separates us other than skin color. Yep, Big Chief, you're right. She was a divester, just like that black dude that got killed by that white girl in Miami. That's why it doesn't pay. It does not pay. It does not pay. Love who you love. Yep, Frankie, my dad was born in 1953.
2.1%. In the 95% of Americans will be paying an increase in their taxes this year after the big, beautiful bill was signed. So the 20% of the poorest in this country, you make less than 27,000. Baby, your shit is going up 3.1%. If you make between 26 and 51,000, it's going up 2.1%. In the middle, 5392,000, up 1.2%. If you're in the fourth percentile, you make between 92,000 and 153,000, it's going up 0.8%. And baby, if you make 153,000 to 361,000, It's only going up 0.3%. Now, if you are in the top percentile, next level shit, you're going to get a decrease of 1%. And that is 361,000 to almost a million. And if you're over a million, baby, you're making less. I'm sorry, you're not making less. You're getting less taxes pulled from you, like 0.4%. Does this shit seem fair? Does this shit seem fair? He's pocketing money. He's also making money off this because he still has to file taxes. And his people are making money off of this. And we're getting poorer and poorer while food prices go up, rent goes up, gas goes up, light bills go up. It's AI systems. Jobs are nowhere near to be found because AI is taking over everything. This is what Make America Great Again looks like. 95% of Americans will be paying an increase in their.
Y'all hear that? 95% of Americans will be paying more in taxes. And what did I tell y'all Palantir and Tesla paid last year for taxes? The amount of brain cells Donald Trump has in that thin ass fucking head of his. 0. They paid nothing. Nothing. So meanwhile, while everything is increasing, you got to pay more in taxes. If you make $27,000 a year, which is most Americans, I'm privileged to be in like the 4th percentile. So I'm not going to, my taxes ain't going to go up that much, but they're going to go up. But told y'all, all they had to do was set up the play. All they had to do is set up the play. Hmm. I don't either. I don't watch TV either. Keep it real. What's up with the family? They get more richer while we get poorer. And again, they're going to keep telling you, to hate your neighbor. The ones out here struggling with you, suffering through the same shit, doing the same thing. And then these motherfuckers, y'all know what? They're going to vote in a Democratic senator, congressman. They're going to vote in Democrats. And guess what Democrats are going to do? Same thing they do every time. They're going to get us out this shit. They're going to fix the economy. They're going to pass bills that's going to help everyday Americans. And then guess what America's going to do? They're going to vote for another fucking Republican to go fuck this shit up and put us in another forever war if we ain't out of this one by then. Guarantee you, that's what's going to happen. Y'all want to bet money on it? We can run some money on it. They're going to do the same thing. It's the same thing. Matter of fact, I'll show you the trend. Starting with presidents in, well, besides Nixon, presidents in my lifetime. I'm 47. The only Democrat in my lifetime, that's from Carter all the way up to now, Jimmy Carter. And Jimmy Carter is one of my favorite presidents. One of my favorites. He's from Georgia too. Jimmy Carter had to fix the fuck up from who? Nixon. Nixon started the barrage of bullshit that we know now as trickle-down economics, which was passed by who? Another Republican president, Ronald fucking Reagan, who was the biggest dope dealer in the history of dope dealers. But people still don't want to believe that shit. But oh well, I don't give a fuck what you believe. He was a dope dealer. I don't give a fuck. Judge your auntie. Right? So after Jimmy Carter comes Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan fucks up the economy in ways, cuts the effective tax rate, moves the responsibility of removes the responsibility for who shoulders the like for infrastructure and schools and shit like that from the billionaires and millionaire class down to the middle class and poor people. The start of trickle down bullshitonomics, right? So you have after Ronald Reagan, who did you get after that? Come on, y'all. We got to go with the facts now. I'm lagging. Cool. Yep, KCL, they always fucking with the lives. But it's okay. I ain't gonna be here that much longer anyway. Cause I'm gonna go in the house and take a shower. Who do they have after Reagan? Then comes who? Another Republican. George H.W. Bush. Senior, Bush Senior. He comes in. And what does he do? Desert Storm, Desert Shield. So now we're fighting in yet another fucking forever war. Fighting in a forever war. And yeah. So who comes after him? Good old Billy Clinton. Bill Clinton comes in and he leads the way and he rebuilds all of the fuck shit that these dumbass Republicans did. And for what? He leaves the office with a surplus. First time in American history, leaves with a surplus. And what did Republicans do after that? Fuck the shit up again. If you said that, then you are absolutely fucking correct. They fucked it off again. Sure did. Fucked it off again. Sure did. They fucked it off again. Then, who do we get after Bill Clinton? We got George W. Bush. Runs us into Iraq, the Iraqi war. Around the time I was in service. That was the time I was in service. Then, the Great Recession comes because of Bush. Who freed the banks in Wall Street from fucking up everybody's money? And don't y'all dare say Barack Obama, because you be lying. Me and my brother Freedom's March already had this discussion. If you was here, you already know the answer to that. You already know the answer to that. Because I gave you the answer. It was George Bush. George Bush was the reason why the banks got off scot-free with fucking up everybody's money. Yep. That is a fact. Stone cold fact. Excuse me. Yeah, if you thought George Bush was a dumbass, Donald Trump said, "Hold my beer." Donald Trump said, "Hold my motherfucking beer. I'll show you, bitch. I'll show you, stupid." So, and then what happened after that? We get Barack Obama, who comes in, saves the fucking automotive and insurance industries, Spent the first 2 years of his presidency fixing all of the fuck ups from the Republicans, and what did the Republicans do? The Tea Party invaded and fucked up everything there is to fuck up, blocking everything Barack Obama ever tried to pass, and then blaming him for it after they blocked the shit. Right? Right. So then what else happens? We get the fucking fuck up of all fuck ups, the failed businessman himself, who's not a businessman because you can't name one successful business this piece of shit ever had that he's ever been in charge of. Donald Trump is the king of bankruptcies. He even told you he's the king of debt. He told you he's the king of debt. It's what he specializes in, running up debt, because he can't hold on to money. This motherfucker is terrible with financing money, using money. This motherfucker's a piece of shit. But anyways, what happens with him? Fucks up the pandemic, fucks up the whole supply chain in America. But everybody seems to have amnesia when it comes to that shit. Yeah. Everybody seems to have amnesia when it comes to remembering that Donald Trump fucked up the supply chain here in America. He's the reason why the supply chain was fucked up. He's the reason. Donald Trump is the reason. He is the reason. Yep. The reason everything is fucked up in this country is because of one Donald John fucking Trump. Donald Trump fucked up the supply chain here in America. He fucked it up royally. Almost unabashedly. And you know what's wild about that part? No one seems to remember this fucking part for some weird reason. They always have amnesia when you ask who fucked up the supply chain. They can never remember who did the shit. But they can always point out anything if Barack Obama sneezed in a particular way, they can blame him for it. They can blame him for it. Because they don't give a fuck. They don't care about having logistical facts or documented proof or anything else. SFL, how you doing? They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All they care about is conning your stupid ass. Keep y'all fighting and hating everybody. Keep that hate in your spirit, because you'll be so blinded by hate that you won't see the play they pulling on you. While they out here talking about praise the Lord, they're going back in the finance room in the church, stealing all your tithes money and going and buying little girls and whores with, because Donald Trump is a whore. Whore. Donald Trump is a whore. Donald Trump is a whore. Donald Trump is a whore. He's a whore for money. Donald Trump would do anything for prestige and money. See, Donald Trump has been chasing a ghost since the day that Barack Obama embarrassed his ass at that fucking correspondence dinner. Ever since then, he's been on a get back tour of all get back tours. Oh, he's going to get this shit back in blood. That's what he wants. Because Donald Trump was embarrassed. And you don't embarrass Donald fucking Trump. You can see it on his face. You can see it on his face how embarrassed he was to get made to look like the fucking simpleton we all know he is. Whore. Because Donald Trump is a whore. So is his stinking raggedy ass whore ass wife. She's a whore. Oh, I have nothing to do with the Jeffrey Epstein. I have nothing to do with the Jeffrey Epstein. Nope. He thinks you have to use. Hey, Detroit, that's a fact. Stevie Wonder loves in need of love today. Facts. We need that here. We need that here. Because Donald Trump's a whore. I ain't ashamed to tell you. Donald Trump is a low down, dirty whore. Whore. Donald Trump's a whore. Whore. Donald Trump's a whore. Donald Trump's a whore. Whore. Donald Trump says, you whore. Donald Trump's a whore. Ho bitch, ho. That's what Donald Trump is. Ho bitch. Yep. A whole bitch. Y'all gotta understand, forgive me, but nah, I don't even. I despise Donald Trump. I can come clean and say it today. I can come clean and tell y'all the truth today. I fucking hate Donald Trump. I hate everything this fucker stands for, dog. If that was the worst of worst in anybody who claims to be a human on this planet, Donald Trump is that. I've never seen somebody so irredeemable as a Donald Trump. I've never in my lifetime, not in my entire life of living, I didn't even think it was possible for me to actually hate somebody and mean it. And y'all wanna know something wild? I've never uttered those words in my life. I've never told a soul on this planet that I hate you and meant it. I've never said it. I mean that shit now. I damn sure mean that shit now. I hate Donald Trump. I hate his supporters. Anybody who supports this fucking moron, I hate you. Oh, I'll make it known that I hate you. It ain't no secret. Ain't like I'm going walking around whispering that I hate your ass. Yep, let them hoes fight. Let them bitches fight. Let them fight. I don't give a fuck about none of them. Let them fight. Let them. I hope they knock their teeth out. Knock all their teethuses out. What's left of them anyway? Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene gets in a fight at Walmart and gets her head knocked between the washer and dryer. And look, don't y'all be fooled by her sudden change of heart all of a sudden. Don't y'all be fooled. Don't y'all fall for that fucking con, man. Don't y'all fall for that shit, bro. Don't y'all do it. Don't y'all, oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she making some good point. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck her and fuck anybody like that bitch. Fuck her. She is part of the problem. She was okay. She was A-okay when it was out here fucking up everybody else. She was okay with that shit. Y'all gotta remember, she was complacent in that bullshit. She was complacent, complicit in it. You know what I mean? She was complacent in the bullshit. Let her ass stay the fuck over there. Y'all gotta stop inviting motherfuckers to the cookout. Cause she ain't invited. Leave that bitch right where she at. Leave that musty bitch right where she at. Leave that musty, stinking ass scallywag right where she at. Leave her stinking ass right there. We ain't coming back to pick you up either, bitch. Leave her stinking ass right there. Don't y'all fall in love with her suddenly having a rude awakening that we all needed. Her, Lauren Boebert, all these fucking weirdos on the right that suddenly had their come to Jesus moment and they see common sense now. Fuck them. Fucker Carlson. Fuck him too. Don't y'all for 1 second, not for 1.2 seconds, give these motherfuckers an ounce of fucking daylight and let them live down the bullshit they perpetrated to make Trump come to life. Fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene and her potato salad with raisins in it. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that dog the bounty hunter looking bitch. Fuck her. Leave her bitch ass right on over there in the fucking used fucking proceeds aisle. Right on over there. Stay your ass over there. Y'all want to know what it is? Marjorie Taylor Greene sees the writing on the wall. She knows what's fixing to come. She knows what's fixing to happen. And the Great Awakening in America is on the rise. Y'all remember what I told y'all? The first prediction I made on my channel, and I have not been wrong about any prediction I ever made on this channel, ever in the history since I've been talking politics for damn near 2 years. I have not missed one fucking solitary fucking prediction whatsoever. I told y'all last year, after Trump stole the election, the revolution will be televised and we will not have to lift a single finger to fight it. Beanie Loco, should I run it back for the ones in the back, please? I'm gonna say it one more time for those who ain't listening to me. I've been pretty fucking accurate on every prediction that I've had since this fucker coming to White House. I've been pretty fucking spot on. I have not missed yet. I haven't missed one fucking prediction yet. Not one. All of them have been right. The revolution will be televised, but we won't have to be the ones fighting it. And now, in this good old season of 2026, y'all notice that black people ain't out here in these streets? Because we see the signs too. Black folks, y'all done fought enough. Y'all done fought for over 400 years trying to get everybody to fucking listen. But because of your skin color, they choose otherwise. So now it's my turn to make them listen. Did y'all also see in Israel today that a swarm of bees in southern Jerusalem was attacking those people that lived there? Then you got to go back to the Old Testament and see the days of the locusts. When God cursed the land with locusts for disobedience. Y'all think I'm lying. Go look it up. Hey, K-Cell, my black ass be on my four-wheeler in my yard. Minding my black ass business. And that's where I'm gonna be too. I ain't coming outside. The fuck I look like being out there. I'm already dark skinned. I don't need to be no more darker. I'm good. God done made me the perfect shade of dark chocolate. And I'm gonna stay there. I ain't going nowhere else. I'm not gonna be out there. I'll be out here riding my four-wheeler. If you bring that shit over here to my property though, that's another story. I'm telling y'all, this is the season of revelation, revealing everything. It revealed. Now, let's recap before I get off here. Let's recap what's all been revealed. Israel and the United States have been interfering in elections, democracies, and sovereign nations for hundreds of years. Israel's not the victim. They are the perpetuators of violence. They also are not the chosen people that they claim they are either, because God doesn't condone war. We learned that our government is ran by a cabal of fucking pedophiles. The White House, Senate, Congress, and Supreme Court are all controlled by billionaires and lobbyists. Bibi Netanyahu runs America. This is the United States of Israel. We are Israel's bitch, and I don't know why the fuck we're Israel's bitch, but we are. The APAC controls a majority of our fucking congressmen and congresswomen and senators. Ted Cruz is a bitch. Lindsey Graham is a closet homosexual. So is Tim Scott. So is Mike Johnson. The Republicans are a whole bunch of closeted fucking homosexuals who are outwardly angry because they're cowards and they can't admit that they're closeted homosexuals. The Republican Party does not give a fuck about the American people, and so does corporate Democrats. They do not give a fuck about American people either. They want to look like they give a fuck, but they don't in action. We know that Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were best friends, and this ain't just the Epstein files, it's the Trumpstein files. And last but not least, racism is the biggest lie ever told in American history. It's the biggest, most dangerous, and violent lie that's ever been told in the history of mankind. Now my phone's about to die. Yep, Brandon, exactly right. Trump's name is mentioned in the Trumpstein files over 1 million times. Pam Bundy helped cover it up, so did that cross-eyed sand nigga, Cash Patel. Kristi Noem was funneling money to herself and her besties. If you got enough money, you can get away with anything, including murder. I think that's it. That's all. But anyways, it's time for me to go take a shower and go lay down. Shout out to every last one of you guys. Hey, Jenny, how you doing, sweetheart? Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody who smashed the like button, everybody who donated to the channel, everybody who subscribed to the channel. I thank y'all very, very much. We'll talk again tomorrow. Be here tomorrow. Just look for the notifications. Hit that bell. I'll be live tomorrow. Hey, Detroit, thank you for the gift, my good man. I salute you. Thank y'all. You have a wonderful night. And fuck Donald Trump. And fuck war. Peace.